think when I stepped foot into the bridge, it was more trying to find a place for my daughter. Deanna was, so excited. Her friend had been talking to her about the youth group, and so I wanted to just kind of walk through the experience with her, get to know everybody, and then maybe possibly leave her. But when I walked here, she ended up just loving it. And then, of course, Denise was just like, well, I want to be here too. And so after dropping them off and sitting in that first Alpha group, it felt like, it made me wonder what questions I had. And I think Alpha helped me determine that I did have questions, and I just given up on that because it's been so long to try to figure out to find that comfortable home that I was looking for in faith. So Alpha helped me bring the questions back up and at least address them. And Rooted helped me find a little more depth in those questions and answers. And at the same time, I think gave me an opportunity to explore scripture, which I hadn't done before, and also learn some prayer, or at least introduce prayer. I think through the progression of the Alpha, Rooted, and then the women's group, I feel like I've gotten to understand myself a little more. And of course, at the Bridge, I've experienced a lot of firsts. First as far as questioning, being able to ask questions that I had never asked out loud, and just seeing different perspectives. It was actually learning how other people see God, and how they've developed their faith. In the women's group, I feel like reading the Bible and just the Bible itself has been like sacred and untouchable. And what it's taught me as far as the first is reading the Bible. And one day I just was going through so much. I read it for the first time and I thought, there must be something more to this, and it felt really calming, but also motivating. Even though I only read a little bit, I felt like I understood it. And so I think for the first time it felt like it was inviting instead of being like an informational book. Well, the Bridge has given me more motivation to just continue learning and continuing developing and broadening my horizon as far as understanding my faith. And I want my girls to have something to rely on and hold on to in life. And I hear my kids discuss some of the things that they're learning. And I mean, as a kid, I never learned that. So I feel like the Bridge has inspired me to keep going and continue asking questions and having that conversation. And it is also, I can honestly say, it's home to me.